Hey guys, I'd done a video last week about this Epping court case and how I thought that would potentially spark more protests because people would see that as a victory, a small victory, and will probably think that the protests worked. So like I said in that video, I thought it would spark more. And back end of last week and over the weekend, a lot more protests happened. I haven't got the exact list, but I think there was some in Newcastle, Liverpool, Bristol, I believe, Birmingham, and I think some other smaller towns. There's quite a few popped up over the weekend. Like I said, people have just had enough now. And because of that court ruling, I think people clung to that thinking, right, if we protest and make enough noise, our councils will do the same. They'll take the government to court or whoever to court and get all the hotels overturned in their area. And I think people saw that court ruling as, like I said, a victory. And maybe people that weren't so sure about protesting or whether it was working saw that as a bit of a catalyst to get them out there, get them on the streets and support the protests, I suppose, and try and make a change in their area. I saw something a couple of days ago about the Home Office appealing this court decision, this Epping court ruling. And if that gets upheld, the appeal, I don't know what will happen, because people are frustrated and angry with the situation as it is. And to take the one small win that the people feel they've had and just cancel it out, like I say, take that win away from the people, that's just going to make even more people angry, and the people that are already angry even more so. So I could imagine this sparking even more protests, and I would hazard a guess these protests might be a little bit bigger and might be a little bit more aggressive than they have been. People have had enough now. People are already frustrated and angry with the government and how things are running and how this situation has got to how it is. And if you take that small victory away, people are just going to get even more angrier. Worrying thing is with this appeal is that's just going to spark more protests. And I'd hazard a guess it would be bigger protests and probably more aggressive protests. Because taking the one small win the people feel they've had over the government, taking away that one thing where people thought these hotels might go in their area, might not be there anymore. To have people have that hope that they could change what's going on in their area and nationally and just pull the rug out from people is going to trigger even more anger. And to be honest, I don't think the government cares. They'll just do what they want to do. None of the parties care. I'm just hoping this court case doesn't get overturned and it happens more and more throughout the country. Yes, it means more protests, but I believe they'd probably stay relatively peaceful. But if that court case gets overturned, like I said, I could see mass protests, bigger protests, heated protests, aggressive protests, because people would have just lost all hope. There's not a lot of hope and faith in the government as it is. That would just be the tipping point, I think, where people just get angry and protest en masse all over the country. It wouldn't just be in Epping, it would be absolutely everywhere. That's my personal opinion. In all the big cities anyway. Because they'd be taking away hope and faith that the government are actually going to do something about this situation. And people think they've got nothing left to lose. They're not being listened to. The working and middle class are getting ground down. And just when people think they've had a little bit of success, for that to be taken away from them, don't think it's going to go down too well. Anyway, guys, that's it. I just wanted to talk about just a follow-up from last week's video. Hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are, and take care, and please like and subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.